Now more than ever, dog and cat owners may need advice on leaving their pet home alone more often and how to relieve stress as owners and their furry friends adjust to new day-to-day routines. Celebrity veterinarian Dr. Lisa Lippman is here. She's going to provide tips for getting back to normal with our pets. Good morning, Dr. Lippman.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
This is something that is going to affect so many families. So tell us about the survey that found that the anxiety is going up.
Yeah, that's right. So the Bravo Buddy survey revealed a lot of these concerns that pet parents are having during this new transition. And so what we found was that about two-thirds of pet parents had, concerns about whether or not their pets would feel sad, lonely, anxious, or abandoned while they, had to go out and do their new post-pandemic things. And on the flip side, we found that about two-thirds of pet parents also felt their own guilt and their own separation anxiety. But what was really interesting was that really few pet parents have actually taken active steps to be able to help their pet during this transition. And so that's something that we really want to help them with.
Well, it's definitely something I've said. I mean, the big winners in this were the pets that had their humans around all the time. So what are some of the signs that people should look out for now that maybe their pet is being stressed or getting stressed as people go to work or on vacation or out for extended periods of time?
Yeah, well, so signs of anxiety or stress would be like panting, pacing, vocalizing when they leave, potentially destroying things, urinating, particularly at the door where the owner leaves, things like that. So, really, nothing that we want to deal with. So, it's so important that we take care of it now.
And if those are things that pet parents start to see happening, are there steps they can take to prevent it, or how can they even get ahead of it maybe before those things start happening during that transition?
Yeah. Great question. Getting ahead of it is everything. And so things that they can do will be things like, start leaving them slowly now, leaving them in small increments. So even just going in the mailbox and coming back for short trips, encouraging them to be independent. If they're in another room, let them be for a little while. When you leave, make sure that you've exercised them first. So a tired dog is a happy dog. Make sure that you don't make a big deal out of hellos or goodbyes. Leave them with a really high value treat. When I walked out the door this morning, I give my dog her bone and I just walk out the door. When I come home, I make sure all four paws are on the ground and that she is calm before I, say hello to her. And keeping a routine. Dogs really thrive on routines, so that's going to be really important for them.
Any other advice on what people should do if they're still not sure on how they can best prepare their pet?
Definitely. There's so many scenarios now where we need to reintroduce our dogs to this new transition. And so I'm so excited that I have created a pet parent guide with Merck Animal Health, going through all of these scenarios and how they can best transition their pets.
Well, those resources are always great. I also understand that there is a social media contest and it involves our furry friends.
Yes. Yes, so great. So 12 pet parents will have a chance to win 12 weeks worth of pet care. These are $2,500 worth of prizes. All they need to do is post a photo or video of their dog or cat on Instagram. Use the hashtag #BravoBuddySweepstakes. Tell us a little bit about how their pet has helped them through the pandemic, and we'll take it from there.
All right, very good, Dr. Lippman. Thanks for all those tips because, yes, that separation anxiety between pet and pet owners is real. And you can follow the celebrity vet on Instagram at Dr. Lisa Lippman.